Okay, so I have been sitting here wondering for the past 2 weeks why it's been so hard for me to write the story for Flames of Redemption. Like, even though it's written up here completely from beginning to end, for some reason I can't pin it properly. And then it suddenly hit me the other day. I had an epiphany and I realized why. Why I'm not why, like, even the prologue. Like, right now I have the whole prologue in my head, but I'm realizing why it's not playing out as smoothly as when I wrote the prologue for book 1. When I wrote Rise of the Demon Inferno, I had the perfect soundtrack of songs to pull from, and I was listening to those, and it was just great. Like, just throughout the whole story, I had like the perfect songs playing that were like the soundtrack and just set the theme, set the tone, set everything. And I lacked that this time around. Like, for book 1, that, if you go back and reread that, play that along with Phil Collins' In the Air, because the entire time I was writing that, I had Phil Collins' In the Air on repeat. And I think that's why that prologue, it flowed out of me like so wonderfully. Like, even now, Phil Collins' song is playing in my head, and from beginning to end, like, just from the opening chords set the tone of like the darkness, where I could just like see the fog rising. I could see the moon hanging in the sky. I could hear the howls of the demons. Even the lyrics as they were going along matched how Naya, Anna, and Carlo were feeling as they were watching what Larai and Kari were doing in the field. It was just a beautiful symphony. And I realized that for this prologue, I do not have that. And I don't know if it's because part of me feels so damaged by losing my hard drive and all of the thousands of songs I had on it. Like, I have to literally rebuild my entire music catalog unless I can pull a Hail Mary and possibly recover it from an earlier version of one of the other hard drives I have. I might be able to recover some of my old songs. I'm going to have to see. I have to check with the computer guys and see what we're working with. But long story short, I don't have the song that I need, and I'm going to have to find the perfect song to set off this prologue. I'm a writer who writes with music. Like, music helps me flow out the scene that's in my head, and as they play in my head, they're like a movie, and my movies need a soundtrack. That's just what enhances my writing. And right now, for the prologue of Flames of Redemption, I see the fight in my head. I feel the desperation that Luke, Anna, Carlo, and Shayna feel as they're trying to protect Clara's body with Naya and Matt inside. I can hear the snarls and the growls of like this horde of thousands of demons descending upon them that they are desperately trying to fight off. I just am not able to articulate it without that perfect song. And that was the key. So that's the key. That's literally what's missing right now. That's why a lot of this book has not been built, because I just don't have the soundtrack to it. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, and here's my solution, because I'm a problem solver. I can't just sit and wallow on a problem. I am going to spend tomorrow listening to music. I'm going to go live on my Twitch and my Facebook, and I'm going to listen to music. And I'm going to find the soundtrack of Flames of Redemption. Yeah. That's going to be a fun activity, I think, tomorrow. So. And that's it. that is where I'm at with writing Flames of Redemption, because I am not even gonna lie, I'm kind of struggling. But I feel like if I get the right soundtrack pulled together, I can bang this baby out in like 4 months. But right now I am not even close. And I am getting very nervous. So tomorrow is the day. We're gonna find like the perfect music, and we're gonna get to writing this February, March, April, and the goal is to be done with the manuscript by, I would say, no later than May 30th. So that way, the months of June and July, it can be edited, and well, the month of June it'll be edited. July we'll be sending out galleys and getting prepared to, ramp up for the launch. So I've definitely gotta write all this stuff down. All right. So anyway, all right, I gotta find these songs tomorrow. Wish me luck.